So, we all have to pay rent, you know what I'm saying? And nobody really likes it. Let's be serious. But, we all, some of us have the gift of gab, you know, some of us got a lot of money and we ain't got to worry about rent at all. It's paid. We pay it a year ahead. And some of us need medication like my man here. I don't want to pay my rent, so I'm going to shoot you. And then what? It's always, when people do stuff like this, it's like if you would have you didn't even have to think 10 steps ahead. You could have just thought 1, 2, or 3 steps ahead and 3 stretching it. And, but clearly this wasn't the thing to do. So landlord asked Michael Matthews, 50, and his girlfriend to leave the property. Okay, I don't need it. Let's see what this. I haven't seen this
Get
video.
Covered New Jersey offers comprehensive health insurance plans offering
New Jersey.
free
Phil
preventative
Murphy.
care.
I live in New Jersey.
Coverage for prescription.
Okay, that's not related to this article. Okay. Oh God, go away. Go away. Thank you. No, I hate these web pages. God damn. A Florida man has been charged with attempted murder after allegedly shooting his disabled landlord who was trying to evict him. We're off to a great start. That's what you do. I don't own this unit I'm in, but it's mine anyway, motherfucker. Get out. Pow. What you gonna do? You gonna go to court and be like, they came into my unit that I don't own. On Saturday, the landlord entered a bedroom. The suspect, 50-year-old Michael Matthews, had rented in Sanford and demanded he and his girlfriend leave the home, according to an arrest report. If they came in and demanded that you leave, now obviously things can happen unfairly, so we're going to keep reading. But, if somebody comes in and demands that you leave, there's probably quite a bit of fire coming from that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because landlords, typically, they'll work with you a little bit. You know what I mean? They'll work with you some because they want their money, so and they understand life is difficult. But if they know that you're gainfully employed, most landlords, they understand shit happens and they'll work stuff out with you. So if they come in and be like, get out, then yeah. And clearly my man shooting him because he's telling him to get out, we know, it's pretty easy to deduce. All right. The landlord said he would have a friend remove them by force if they did not leave within 10 minutes. Damn, y'all got to get out now. About 15 minutes later, the landlord returned and demanded again for them to leave. It was then Seminole County Sheriff's Office deputies say Matthews pulled out a gun and began waving it around, telling the landlord to leave. Oh, man. And he's smiling. He's like, yep, I did that. Yeah, he's smiling right now. I mean, obviously, we don't know, but maybe this is like bipolar type shit. Like he rolling and he feeling great now, but when he come down and he realized what's up, because a clear-headed person would not have done that and then smiled in the picture. So, yeah, people be unwell. And that's a whole other conversation in and of itself about mental health clinics. My dad used to talk about that all the time. My dad, he's 72. So, you know what I'm saying? He's an older brother. And he talks all the time about how, he saw, he witnessed, for instance, just kind of our socioeconomic fabric change a little bit. He saw unions shrink. He saw inner cities become what they are today. When there was industry there, they used to be quite vibrant. That's why when you go to inner city areas all over the country, really, you see these big 3-story houses. You see, you know what I'm saying? You see these big buildings that may be rotting down, they may be falling down, but they used to. That's where they call it white flight when people left. He saw that. He lived through that. And he also remembers when there were mental health clinics all over the place. And he talks to me about that all the time. That's some of why I'm in politics now that I, looking back and stuff. But, it's interesting what can happen in a generation or two. And that shows why we always got to keep our eye on the ball politically, because within a generation or two, the entire socioeconomic fabric of a country can change. Back when he was my age, I'm 30, but, when he was, in his 20s and even to where I'm at now, life was cheaper. College was cheaper. Healthcare was cheaper. Wages meant more, unions. So it's just interesting. I'm going on a ramble, but it's kind of, I just kind of thought it was connected to this because, again, like this guy, for him to have waved a gun around, and I'm not excusing him. I don't know his background, but again, like a lot of people out here are not well. and we don't have a healthcare system that's set up and that's adequate to really deal with these people. Because there was, like a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, that's not my problem. Obviously, that's a conservative approach, but it is your problem because everybody's connected to to society. We're social beings, So if you just let people's mental health issues go rampant and unchecked out here, then things like this can happen, and things like this do happen, So because it's just, we know what we need to do, and that's why the progressive movement is growing.